What's going on, guys? Clearshot here. Welcome back to our Seattle Metros franchise mode. So in the last one, we won our first playoff series. We won our first playoff game, scored our first playoff goal, got our first playoff shutout. It's all around very, very good season. But the surprising factor of what's going on with us really has to do with the players. Our fourth line is doing the best. Our fourth line is the best. John Hayden, Jacob Forsbacker-Carlson, Andre Burakovsky, absolutely killing it. No one is able to stop these guys. Forsbacker-Carlson, every 4 shots he scores 1. This man is just putting them in the back of the net constantly. Just a constant flow of goals. Alright, he has scored. Matt Duchene and him combined have scored probably more goals than everyone else on our team. Let's actually find out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, scored just about as many goals as everyone else on our team. I apologize. But our team is doing... Oh my god, our team is doing so good. Kind of. We do have some rough patches that we still have to fix. Some holes that we'll have to fix in the offseason. But in the meantime, we're rocking it. Our AHL team's rocking it. Still fucking 2-0 in the round number 2. Swept the first round. Come on. Let's just move on. All right, we're in a new series. I didn't mean to hit whatever button I hit. There we go. Now let's back on out. See who are we playing round number 2? The current round of the playoff. No, I wouldn't like to stop. We're playing the Vegas Golden Knights. So here we go for it. So 2 years ago, they come in, they rock the world, they make it all the way to the finals. They make it all the way to the finals and they lose. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Yeah, it would be 3 years ago in this because of the 2020 season right now. So 3 years ago, this team came in, the Vegas Golden Knights, and they shocked the world, going all the way to the finals, absolutely dominating teams. In their first ever playoff run. Ever since then, they missed the playoffs last year, and then they make it this year 48-28-6. It's a good record. It's a very good record, and I am willing to fight to beat them. I think our team has what it takes to beat them. So let's go on over and check out what their lines are looking like. Let's view their lines. Yeah, over to the Vegas Golden Knights. So Vegas Golden Knights lines are looking like this. So Max Pacioretty, Paul Stastny, and Mark Stone. Okay, so that's a pretty good up front line. Mark Stone and Paul Stastny definitely not 82 overall. Okay, they're definitely right around. I would say Mark Stone is probably an 88, 87, high 80s. Paul Stastny might be at 84. Okay, just because of his age, 35, he's probably 84, 85 range. So that first line, still looking mighty fine. Seems like Mark Stone and Paul Stastny really do most of the work. Matt Pacioretty's kind of just there as kind of more of a defensive player for the time being. But they're not really scoring. They're just mostly getting assists. So not a lot of goal scoring coming off of their first line. But they are doing a lot of good passing. Second line goes to Alex Tuch, Cody Glass, and Jonathan Marchessault. Jonathan Marchessault definitely not putting in the goals. Oh, interesting. I thought Jonathan Marchessault would be doing a little bit better. But that second line still a little bit dangerous. I think this is more of a complete team. See, what our team was, like, their fourth line, first off, is shit. Okay, they've thrown but they're doing good. Fourth line's doing great for this team, too. Seems like the fourth line does the best for every team. What's the best? The third line? Third line's doing okay. So it seems like every team is kind of having the same factor. All right, so our fourth line, I moved them up so they would get more minutes. Well, our fourth line was doing great. Vegas's fourth line is doing great right now, and they're putting up tons of points right now in the playoffs, okay? And then you had San Jose's fourth line, who was absolutely crushing us. So it feels like we kind of underestimate the fourth line right now. Look, their top 6 defensemen are all pluses. It's very interesting. It seems like up top they're a little struggling, and then down low with the players where really should be struggling are actually doing very good. And then they got Marc-Andre Fleury, who's hurt. He's hurt. They got Curtis McElhinney in net, right? Who's scratched? Curtis McElhinney in net, and then Tobias Lindbergh is the guy scratched. We need to win this series, especially since Marc-Andre Fleury is hurt. Can we actually check in on Marc-Andre Fleury, see how long he's gone for? Because Brandon Dillon's gone for a couple games, so we don't have him. He's gone till May 3rd. He's gone till May 3rd. So if we win all 4 games, he won't have to touch the ice. First 4 games, he will not be on the ice, boys. Okay, Marc-Andre Fleury will not be on the ice for the first 4 games. Do you understand? We have 4 games to win this fucking series. If we go beyond that, it might be over. Our series might be over, but let's just jump right on in, see how things go. Game number 1, we're in Vegas. They are a very good home team to play against. A lot of teams don't do well in Vegas. So hopefully our team, it's not that far of a travel. We're on the West Coast, so it's not really that far. But John Hayden, that fourth line, like I said, doing good things. John Hayden putting it past Curtis McElhinney. Curtis McElhinney helping Carolina a couple years ago make it to the playoffs. And Matthew Shane on the power play scores on the 5-on-3. This is good. Things are looking up. Power play again, but Max Pacioretty scores a short-handed goal. Oh no, that's not a good sign. You can't be letting up shorthanded goals. And there it is, Colin Miller putting it past Varlamov. Now a 2-2 game. That shorthanded goal is going to come back to haunt us. I can already tell. Third period, 2-2. Vegas on the power play. We're able to kill it off. 2-2 still. 10 minutes left in the third. 10 minutes left in the third. Who's going to be the hero? Any heroes? Any heroes in the third? Anyone at all? 5 minutes left to play. Power play Seattle. Can we score? No, we can't. 3 minutes left. 2 minutes left. No minutes left. And that is it. We are going into overtime. We're jumping on in to find a overtime hero. Here we are. Overtime. What is these pants? What the fuck? What are these pants? Red and white, and these are not jerseys that I've created, boys. What the fuck am I wearing? Hold on, I just want a quick little pause. What am I wearing? Arizona? Hold on, Arizona? What? Why Arizona versus Vegas? Excuse me? Has there been... Okay, well, it was Seattle versus Vegas, but I guess it's Arizona versus Vegas right now. Not sure what's going to happen at the end of this one, as they still have the gloves and everything of our team, but it's very weird. Jacob Verback, Carlson, and Matthew Shane are tied for most goals in the playoffs right now. But still, it's very interesting to see Matthew Shane going out, losing the face-off over to Theodore. Theodore takes a shot and blocked. Hamhuis gets the puck out front. Oh, going for that one-timer. Hamhuis still trying to work it. Vegas all over us right now. Not a thing we can do. Pacioretty over to Stone. Stone waiting. Curls, goes over, pass over to Short, over to Glass. Glass takes a shot, and here comes Burakovsky. Burakovsky now coming down the boards, looking for someone. Does a little toe drag, gets the puck poke away, and there's the hooking call. Now we are on the power play. Here we go. Fuck you, Stone. Mark Stone has to go to the box. Bye, Stone. I don't know What the fuck happened with you? Yeah, you get upset with yourself. You caused that hooking. Now we need to capitalize. Let's capitalize. 2 minutes on the power play. We can do it. Hayden. Phil Kessel. What the fuck? Hold up. What the fuck is going on here? This is very, very strange indeed. Very strange. Kessel. Like, I don't have Kessel. But whatever. I guess we'll take him. But, I mean, this is still... Like, who's our goalie now? Is our goalie not Varlamov? This is very broken, EA. Very broken indeed. Fleury passing it back over to Kessel, who now passes it up to Case. So we still have our players. Well, some of them. Takes a slap shot. Nice little block over Kessel to Hayden. Over to, off the post. Skating around, looking out front. Kessel goes for a one-timer, unable to, as he gets the puck, and Wagner now skating it up, has time. No one pressuring him as we're on the power play, and he just dumps into our zone. Now Fleury with the puck. Fleury coming on up, passing it over to Hayden. Hayden now coming up. Skating over to Case. Case takes a slap shot. Blocked very well there. 40 seconds left on this power play as they clear it. Fleury with the puck. Fleury skating on down over to Duchesne. Duchesne to Hayden. Hayden over to Anderson. Anderson now with the puck. Skating around. Waiting for time. Killing time. Here comes Hayden. Hayden loses the puck in the corner as Wagner gets it and dumps it out. Now 20 seconds left on the power play. 20 seconds to do something. Goligoski with the puck. Goligoski passes it up over to 27. 27 skating around. Does a little toe drag. Loses it. Lee lost it and loses it to Theodore, who just dumps it out. Now 10 seconds left to kill, and that should do it for the power play. 4, 3, 2, 1, and power play should pretty much be over. Varlamov is still in net, so that's good. We still have Varlamov as Duchesne now has the puck, passing over to Sheary. Sheary skating around. Had a very strong regular season, not having the greatest postseason right now, though. But here comes Vegas. Gets hit off the puck. Lee with the puck, skating, passing it up to Duchesne. Duchesne takes it wide, goes right around the defenseman. Waiting, passes it back to the defenseman over to Goligoski. Passes it on over for a one-timer, and McElhaney just snags that up. No problem. Lee is now second for hits behind Crosby and Marchand. Lee, Duchesne, and Kapanen on out. Passing over to Lee, over to Hamhuis. Hamhuis takes a slap shot and smothered by McElhaney. This is the pressure we need, boys. This is the type of pressure we know we need. Even though we're in the wrong uniforms, we must dominate the opposition. This is very confusing for me as to why this is happening still. But here comes Trouba. Trouba over to Hamhuis, over to Kapanen. Kapanen over to Hamhuis, over to Trouba. Trouba over to Hamhuis, over to Lee, over, and it's a miss. Shit. Fuck. Alright, here we go. White Cloud takes a clapper. Saved by Varlamov. Taking a shot again. Trouba just snags that shot as he skates it now up the ice, waiting for someone to get open. And here he comes. Going to pass out front for the 1T and just miss. Lee over to Trouba. Trouba now has the puck over to Hayden. Hayden now with the puck, looking for someone to pass it to. Takes it out front, does a little backhand on a save by McElhaney. McElhaney, this old fuck, should have retired a long time ago, but the NHL still thinks he has something to play for. So teams are still paying for him to be a solid backup contender. But he is doing quite well for them, I guess. But here comes Tuck over to Marchessault. Marchessault now skating up the boards. Waiting, passes it back. Oh, tries to get the pass right back to him, unable to do it. It's Burakovsky now coming down the blue line. Makes a little move, almost causing him to go off sides, but Burakovsky causing it over to Forsbacker Carlson, back to Burakovsky, over to Forsbacker Carlson, gets around the net. Alright, little hit, pass to the defenseman Anderson, over to Forsbacker Carlson, out front, over to Burakovsky, Burakovsky over to Anderson, Anderson over to Burakovsky, go back to Anderson, Anderson takes a pass over to Hayden, Hayden packs it up over to Forsbacker Carlson, Forsbacker Carlson tries to throw it down low and is blocked. Here comes Cody Glass now skating up the boards. Looking, tries to make some move, doesn't work as Anderson now has the pack. Anderson over to Kessel. Here comes Phil the Thrill Kessel. Kessel over to Fleury. Fleury takes a shot and it's a save. Offsides warning by them as they bank it off the boards over to Marchessault. Marchessault does a little toe drag. He's away and it's a save by Varlamov. Nice job there, Varmy. Very proud of you, sir. Oh, could have ended it right there, but that's okay. That is okay. Still Phil Kessel in the middle with Nemestikov and Pearson. Don't know how we acquired Phil the Thrill Kessel, but we did, as Miller passes it over, takes a shot, passes it down for the 1T. Phil Kessel now throwing over to Pearson. Pearson now plenty of ice ahead of him as he just speeds on by, looking, and he tries to throw it behind him where Kessel picks it up, and he's able to work it, passing it on over, loses it. Stone now, one-on-one, skating around the defenseman, passing it back to his defenseman, McNabb over to Stone, to Stastny out front, rebound, Pacioretty's trying to cover it, can't find it, and there we go, Varlamov finds the puck and smothers that thing. Still very weird to, this whole situation, but, you know, it's what it is, Sheary, Rask, and Case. I guess Rask was replaced with Phil Kessel for a second. Oh no, this is our fourth line, never mind. But here comes Case over to Goligoski. Goligoski over to Sheary. Sheary now skating up the boards. Waiting to start to shoot. There he goes. Takes a shot, and it is a save. And here comes Max Pacioretty skating up the boards now. And he does a little dipsy doodle dunkaroodle. Doesn't work. Goligoski now with the puck. Passing it on up to Sheary. Sheary pass it over to Rask. Rask over to Goligoski. Back to Sheary. Sheary over to Rask. And there it is. Goligoski 1T to the past McElhaney to get that goal, and we win it in overtime, everybody. Still a little bit of an interesting scenario with all this happening, this little glitch, I guess, but, you know, it is what it is. Nice goal by Goligoski, stepping on up, reading the play, passing it, a nice little one-timer by him, who just pushes it right past McElhaney, who just was not ready. Way to go, boys. Way to get the first dub. Come on, get through it. There we go. First star of the game goes to Varlamov. Second star goes to Goligoski. Third star goes to Max Pacioretty. And the Arizona Coyotes beat the Vegas Knights. Even though we are not Arizona, we are the Seattle Metros. I swear to God, if this game just got broke because of whatever just happened. Come on. There it is. See? We're still the Seattle Metros. What the fuck is going on? Daniel Sprong was dressed. No, he wasn't. What the fuck is going on here? Is our team getting combined with another team? Like, whatever. Let's just simulate on up to the second game of our series against the Vegas Golden Knights. Oh, wait, the AHL team must have lost. Overtime loss against the Rockets. But we get a 2-1 victory over the Rockets. Isaiah Radcliffe now up 10 points. 10 points in 7 games played. So that was our first loss in the playoffs as our AHL team. But that is not as important as what is going on in our NHL team. So here we go. First period. And we're just going to watch. No shots for us. There we go. We get our first shot. Still in Vegas, hoping to get another victory. We had one day off where we decided that we were going to try to practice. Just have a nice light practice, work on some passing. People were feeling fatigued. They didn't have to step on the ice. And there it is. Victor Rask scores on Curtis McElhaney. Like I said, didn't have to step on the ice. They could have just went to therapy or had a light workout, but it was more for those guys who were scratched or guys who wanted to work on something. Nothing too intense. But here we are on the power play. Nothing. 1-0 Seattle. Still 10 minutes left in the second. Down to the 5-minute mark in the second. Are we going to get a shutout here? Probably not, because I said it. But here it is, 1 minute, nothing. Third period, 1-0 game. Come on, Seattle. Get that second goal, and there it is. Tanner Pearson scores on Curtis McElhaney. That's what I like to see, boys. And there it is, Jacob Carlson scoring after 2 games scoreless. Finally puts one there, and there it is, Burakovsky putting one past McElhaney now. 4-0 game. We are walking all over them. Curtis McElhaney just can't save anything. Great third period by us. Pearson for Zach Carlson and Burakovsky. We got very good depth, it appears. I forgot to look at the 3 stars of the game. But we got a shutout, way to a goal. I'm very proud of you boys. So let's look. Seattle player Brandon Dillon is fully healed and available for the team's next game. Well, our team is playing pretty good, Dillon. Let's go and look at what Vince Dunn has been doing, as he is in the lineup for you. He's a +2 player. I think we might want to keep him on in here, as you weren't playing your greatest when you were in. So until this team starts performing bad, we're going to just scratch you. I am sorry, Dillon. It's nothing personal. It's just we're doing better with Vince Dunn in the net. And let's keep on going. Here it is, game number 3. Can we win at home? Can we get the sweep against Vegas? Or are we going to have to go up against the Flower in Marc-Andre Fleury in game number 5? And there it is, Kasperi Kapanen getting a goal on Curtis McElhinney. And Mark Stone answers a minute after that, saying, no, you guys are not going to sweep us. Here we are. Second period, power play. Can we score? No, we can't. 15 minutes left in the second. Someone's got to score. 1-1 game so far. Who's going to be the guy to break this tie? Or is this tie going to be broken? Who wants to be the hero? Who's going to be the hero of this story? We are absolutely dominating the Vegas Golden Knights the past 2 games. And there it is. Kasperi Kapanen getting a second goal in this game within the 2-minute mark of the end of the period in both periods. And now, moving on in to the third period, where we score a shorthanded goal with Case. Now a 3-1 game, power play to us, and Anders Lee scores a power play goal. Still 5-on-4 for the power play, nothing. 4-1 is the score. Power play again goes to us, and this should be it. It should be a 4-1 victory. Seattle, nope. Jonathan Marchessault making the game 4-2. 2 minutes left to Kelly, and nothing. And the score is 4-2. Way to go, boys. Let's go and look at the 3 stars this time. Anders Lee gets the first star of the game. Kasperi Kapanen gets the second, and Oscar Case gets the third. Way to go, boys. Very proud of you with this 4-2 victory. Now here we are. All right, they could throw the Flower in a little bit early. He is hurt, but is he hurt enough to have to be sitting out, or are they going to play him when it matters? Here it is, game number 4. Are we going to get the sweep, or is this game over? Is it over here, folks? Here it is, first period already begun. 10 minutes left in the first, and we're already out shooting them like we usually do, but they're getting a little bit more shots than the usual. They're actually coming out aggressive. They're coming out to win. They have something to play for, and there it is. Mark Stone getting the first goal on Varlamov, and Paul Stastny scores again on Varlamov. 2-0 now, period number 2. This is a very different Vegas Knights team. 5-on-3 power play, 5-on-4 power play, and nothing coming from this long power play from Seattle, unable to answer or score a single goal, as Tom Pyatt scores on Varlamov. But there it is, Matt Duchene scores on Marc-Andre Fleury, who is in net. They did decide to put Fleury in net, and there it is, Anthony Cirelli now scoring, as Alex Tuch scores a little bit after that. 4-2 game in Vegas's flavor after Fleury gets put in net. And here it is, the third period. Are we going to be able to score a power play? Can we score on the power play? No, we can't. 10 minutes left in the third. And there it is, Colin Miller scores, and that should be it. Vegas going to win this one 5-2 with Fleury coming back in to the mix. Way to go, Fleury. Way to come back and help your team. You should get a star. Yep, first star of the game. .948 save percentage. Colin Miller getting the second star, and Anthony Cirelli getting the third star. Very impressive outing by Marc-Andre Fleury, coming back a day earlier than recommended. It's probably what I should say. But let's move it on up to game number 5 against the Vegas Golden Knights. And here it is. Puck is now dropping as the fifth game starts, and there it is right off the bat. Matt Duchene scores. Jacob Trouba scores after that. Seattle says, you guys didn't want to get swept. That's fine. We'll just kick your ass in game number 5 in front of your hometown. So here it is, 2-0, almost the end of the first. 2 minutes left to play, but Matt Pacioretty said, nah, I'm going to make this one a game. And there it is, Zykov scores with 53 seconds left, so just as fast as they took the lead, Vegas takes it right on back, and it's again a 2-2 game. Oh my god, this is anyone's. It's the same as it was a 0-0 going into the second. 15 minutes left to play in this one. Seattle on the power play. Are they going to score? No, they aren't. 10 minutes left to play in the second. Power play again for Seattle. Are they going to score on the power play? No, they are not. 22 shots to 15. Anyone going to put the puck in the net in the second period? Anyone at all. And Max Pacioretty is the man to do it. Come on, Seattle. Come on, Seattle. We need to put one in the back, and there it is. Alex Biega scoring on Varlamov, and Jonathan Marchessault putting one in the back of the net as well. This is not good. Ever since getting Marc-Andre Fleury, Vegas has found it. Brandon McNabb puts it in the back of the net. All right, we're just going to have to put Brandon Dillons. Brandon Dillons is coming back into the lineup, everyone. Oh, 6-2 loss. We go from a 5-2 loss to a 6-2 loss. Oh, my God, we forgot to look at the stars, but that's okay. Let's move on over to edit lines, as I need to put Brandon Dillon back in the lineup. Congratulations, Vince Dunn. You're now scratched again. I'm sorry. But we need Brandon Dillon's in. -6, -6, +1, +1, 4, 4. Cool. You guys are doing good. Lee, -2, -4, and +1, -3, 3, 3, 0, 0, 0, 1, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so it's not really like we can change the lines around that much. It's just, I really don't want to get reverse sweeped. We really can't get reverse sweep. Come on. We are in front of our hometown now. Can we get this victory, boys? We need this one. We need to just end it here. Let the flower streak end. And there it is. Kasperi Kapanen coming on out and scoring early. Matt Duchene again, scoring a minute later. This seems just same like last game. Hopefully they don't come back and tie it up with 2 minutes left in the first period. Come on, boys. Just keep up the pressure. Keep up the pressure as Vegas just keeps on shooting. I just saw their shots. Their shots are coming. They're rising rapidly. And there goes the first period, 2-0. The first line of Seattle coming out, showing everyone that they mean business. As Anders Lee, now everyone on the first line has a goal this game. 3-0 Seattle. Come on, boys. We got half of a game left. You're halfway there. 5-4 on the power play. Can we score? No, we can't. 5 minutes left in the second. 4 minutes left. 3 minutes left. 2 minutes left. And 1 minute left. And there it is. First 2 periods done. Going into the third. Can we keep our 3-0 lead? But Kasperi Kapanen scores, making it 4-0. Kasperi Kapanen, after coming back, has had a rather hot hand. Jacob Trouba having a rather good 2 games. First 2 has now on a 2-goal game streak. Well, 2 goals in 2 games. I'm rather proud of Trouba. Trouba playing very well. And that will be it. And Seattle, Alex Goligoski scoring with 7 seconds just to add insult to injury. 6-0 victory, Seattle over Vegas. And that's it. That's a victory. That's a big W. Who's the 3 stars of the game? Kasperi Kapanen, 4 points that game. Duchene, 4 points. Anders Lee with 3. Our first line went off in that game. Just said, fuck this. I'm done with this shit. And that will do it. So that means moving on into the next round, we will be taking on the Minnesota Wild after they beat the Winnipeg Jets in 5. And in the Eastern Conference, Philadelphia will be taking on Toronto, as Philadelphia beat Pittsburgh in 6 and Toronto beat Tampa in 6. So let's first off just move on up into that day, and we'll take a little bit of a look-see doodle at our stat sheet, see how our players have been doing so far. Let's take a gander for goals. Duchene and then Jacob for Backer Carlson. After that first round, he's kind of trailed off, but that's okay. He's still doing very good for a man in his position. Only 79 overall, 6 goals, 3 assists. Very happy with you. I'm very happy with you, Jacob for Backer Carlson. Very happy. Assist leader goes to Anders Lee. Most points, we're obviously going to have the first and fourth line on up here. Seems like Connor Sheary is putting his point total back in by getting a bunch of assists. Best plus minus goes to Truba and Hamhuis. Very good acquisition from from Arizona there. Hayden Fleury gets the best plus minus. How is our goaltending looking? 8 wins, 4 losses, 1 overtime loss, 3 shutouts, .914 save percentage, and 2.37 goals against average. Let's go and look at how the league is doing. For most wins, Anderson with 8. Yep, everyone here. Last 4 goalies all have 8. Very good. But save percentage wise, it seems to go to Frederik Andersen with .941. We have the most shutouts in this series, but the save percentage definitely goes to Andersen. And then when it goes to save percentage out of us four, again, Andersen with his 1.70. So it's going to be a very long series if we do have to go up against the Toronto team. I think they could just walk all over us. Any rookie skaters in this one? It seems like Christian Vesalainen was in it, but he is now out. We just knocked out Jake Lashikin or whatever his name is. So, a lot of games. But we are leading the league. Evgeny Malkin and Matthew Shane leading, not the league in points, but playoffs in points. But they're gone now. No more Pittsburgh. So it could be it. We could beat the team. We're leading the team in points. So we're putting up a shit ton of points against our opponents. But with all this said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. If you didn't, I'm sorry, but still hit the like button, subscribe, and still leave a comment. And I will see you guys later.